You already know the real deal. Anita Skill, and I'm at home from work just like you are. How are y'all today? I want to get into my reaction today with the alleged murderer Bryan Kohberger. He appeared in court today, and I'm not going to talk through it, but I'm just going to get a little reaction, and now, so I will have to do it later. He's supposed to go to court January the 13 allegedly. He also was he would have some stipulation where he can't be around the family. But I'm gonna let y'all listen to it, and then we'll get in it after that. Okay, let's get it. Let's go. And there you go. You have Bryan, his attorney.
This is State of Idaho versus Bryan C. Kohberger, cause number CR 29222805. Mr. Kohberger is present in court, is in custody, is appearing with his attorney, Ms. Taylor.
Hold on for a minute, y'all. I'm clean. Let me do some. Hold on for 1 second. Let me turn the camera off. Okay, here we go.
Mr. Thompson, Ms. Jennings, on behalf of the state. This is the time set the matter for initial appearance. Mr. Kohberger, I am going to advise you of the rights that you have in this case. I am going to go over the criminal complaint with you, and then we're going to discuss setting the matter for further hearing. You have the following rights. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you. You have the right to the presumption of innocence. That means the state bears the burden to prove that you are guilty of this offense beyond a reasonable doubt. You have the right to a preliminary hearing. A preliminary hearing is a probable cause hearing. At that hearing, the state must establish that more likely than not, these felony offenses were committed, and you were the one that committed the felony offenses. You have a right to have that hearing within 14 days if you remain in custody. If you are bound over at that preliminary hearing to district court, if the court finds probable cause, you would be bound over to district court. And at that time, you can enter a plea of not guilty, and you can have a jury trial set within 6 months of your appearance in district court. At both your preliminary hearing and your jury trial, you have the right to confront and question any evidence or witnesses called against you. Call the witnesses on your own behalf, and compel witnesses to be present and testify at the state's expense. You have the right to be represented by a lawyer. If you cannot afford one could be appointed to represent you based upon your financial needs. You also have the right to appeal any conviction in your case. Do you understand this right? Yes. I am now going to go over the criminal complaint with you. Count 1 of the criminal complaint charges you with the felony offense of burglary. It alleges that the defendant, Bryan C. Kohberger, on or about November 13th of 2022, in Latah County, state of Idaho, did unlawfully enter a residence located at 1122 King Road, Moscow, with the intent to commit the felony crime of murder, in violation of Idaho Code 18-1401 and 1403. The maximum penalty for that offense, if you plead guilty or are found guilty, is not less than 1 year in prison, no more than 10 years in prison, and or a $50,000 fine or both. willfully, unlawfully, deliberately, with premeditation, and with malice aforethought, kill and murder Kayleen
Bryan like this, y'all. He enjoyed his court time. He get a chance to be on the other side of who he really is. I see a different in Bryan. I see he's more relaxed and calmer than he was when he first got in there. So I'll say he probably was a little, scared at first, being locked up.
Saldes, a human being, by stabbing his recordings just
Okay.
got better.
Yeah. Yeah, he looks like I this is what I say. I respect. I'm gonna respect him. He was just. I think he was just a little nervous because if you ain't never went to jail before, that's why his eyes were buck and everything. And I probably been scared too if I ain't never been there.
From which she died. In violation of Idaho Code 18-4001, 4002, 4003, 4004. Again, the maximum penalty for that offense, if you plead guilty or are found guilty, is death and/or imprisonment for life. Do you understand?
Yes.
Count 4 alleges that you committed the felony offense of murder in the first degree. It alleges that the defendant, Bryan C. Kohberger, on or about November 13th of 2022 in Latah County, Idaho, did willfully, unlawfully, deliberately, with premeditation, and with malice aforethought, kill and murder Xana Kernodle, a human being, by stabbing Xana Kernodle, from which she, in violation of Idaho Code 18-4001, 4002, 4003, and 4004. Again, the maximum penalty for that offense, if you plead guilty or are found guilty, is up to death and/or imprisonment for life. Do you understand?
Yes.
Count 5 alleges that you committed the felony offense of murder in the first degree. It alleges that the defendant, Bryan C. Kohberger, on or about November 13th of 2022 in Latah County, state of Idaho, did willfully, unlawfully, deliberately, with premeditation, and with malice aforethought, kill and murder Ethan Chapin, a human being, by stabbing Ethan Chapin, from which he died, in violation of Idaho Codes 18-4001, 4002, 4003, and 4004. And again, the maximum penalty for this offense, if you plead guilty or are found guilty, is up to death and imprisonment for life. Do you understand?
Yes.
And Mr. Kohberger, would you like to represent yourself, hire a lawyer, or see if you qualify for court-appointed counsel?
I have court-appointed counsel.
Court has reviewed your application for attorney at public expense. I do find that you are indigent and do qualify for court-appointed counsel. I will appoint Ms. Taylor to represent you in this case. Ms. Taylor, have you had an opportunity to speak with Mr. Kohberger about speedy preliminary hearing and setting this matter?
Your Honor, I have, we would ask the court to set the status hearing in an interest to make a final decision.
And Mr. Thompson, Ms. Jennings, are you in agreement with that?
That's fine, say, Your Honor.
And we'll go ahead and set this matter for a status hearing then on the calendar on January 12th at 10 o'clock a.m.
Y'all know what? I think that somebody need to play them 12s. Cause now first it was December the 12th, going into the 13th when that happened to them. And the address was 1122. You turn to 1212 and you get 1122. Now here you go, you got the 112, 22, 23, but you still got the 12. Somebody, whoever played numbers, need to go behind and go ahead on. That 12, something about them 12,
Make sure notice is sent, and then,
them twos.
Ms. Taylor, do you wish to, argue bail at this time?
Your Honor, I would like to ask the court to consider setting a bond, as
Shh.
right now it's on a no bond hold. But it's a limited request as I don't have enough information to release the case. We have reviewed very much in the way of information about the case, and we have just done our own work on the case. But we did want the court to know that Mr. Kohberger had a good man that stand up.
And Mr. Thompson?
The state's position is Mr. Kohberger is not qualified, is not entitled to bond limitations for charges, as is noted on the arrest warrant itself. Under Code 19-816-19-29 of the code specifies that given the position of the state's reserve right bail, defendant was arrested 3,000 miles away from the country, where exactly that's remained in custody.
At this point in time, pursuant to Idaho Criminal Law 46B and Idaho Code 19-816 and 2903, I am going to leave the bail set in this case as no bail at this point in time until I have additional or further information at a later date and time. So with that, then Mr. Kohberger, you will be remanded to custody and remain in custody on the no bail pending further proceedings in this matter. Is there anything further in the case then for today, Mr. Thompson?
Commissioner, the state is asking for the contact orders for very.
My friend used to pay
Okay, I could talk during the commercial, y'all.
Now
It's
look how much he pays.
hold on. Let me stop the commercial. Let me stop the commercial. I will say that. Oh, hold on, y'all. What did I do? I was quick. What did I do? Hold on, y'all. It came back. I think I.
Ms. Taylor, is that correct?
That is correct.
So.
Oh, hold on, cause I want to hear what he said about the mama.
Contact orders, so.
Hold on, y'all. I think the mom is dead. I think his parents deceased, but let me make sure. That's what it sounded like they said.
Is there anything further in the case then for today, Mr. Thompson?
Commissioner, the state is asking for the contact orders for various family members deceased and also to provide the roommates and spoke briefly with they were in Greenville, Texas.
Ms. Taylor, is that correct?
That is correct.
So, I will go ahead and issue those no contact orders. So I do have a no contact order then for, the named, individual of Dylan Mortensen, Bethany Funk, as well as the family members and, Mr. Chapin, the family members of Ms. Pernodal, Mr. and Ms. Laramie, Mr. Mogan, Ms. Cheeley, and then a number of members of the Gonsalves family. Those specific names will certainly be provided to you, Mr. Kohberger, by way of being provided notice of these documents. You'll get a copy of these no contact orders. What you do need to be advised of and what will be in this no contact order is you are prohibited from having any contact with them whatsoever. You cannot contact them through third person in writing or by any electronic means. You cannot Facebook, Snapchat, Twitter, Instagram, use the phone to communicate with them or otherwise any form of communication direct or indirectly with them. You cannot engage in any conduct that would harass, stalk, threaten, use, attempt to use, or threaten to use any physical force or violence upon them, or place them in reasonable fear of bodily injury. Cannot go within or knowingly remain within 300 feet of their person or their home, workplace, or any other place where they might be. There are no exceptions to these orders, and if you violate these
Oh, but y'all see, they do y'all hear what I'm hearing? How we get to this point and we haven't got to the other point yet? It seemed like they already getting ready to let him go 2 years. After 2 years, then it's different. Oh shoot, man, this stuff staged. No, I'm not. No, it's not. Okay.
At that time. Is there anything further, Mr. Thompson? Anything further, Ms. Taylor? No, Your Honor. All right, thank you. We are adjourned.
I ain't got no. Why? Bye, Brian. I wonder why they don't have no. Why Brian don't have? I wonder why he don't have a. Y'all, Brian is much relaxed. Let me move it back a little bit. Let me go back. Brian is much. He's a lot different than when he first came in in that place. He looks different. He's totally different. Maybe he was scared at first, but honey, he has really calmed down from that. Let me see, get him coming in, y'all. Let me get him coming in. Let me see, can I get him coming in the courtroom? He's a lot different right here. And the first first thing Brad did, we get in that courtroom. He checked the judge out. Oh Lord, I got a lady. I got her. Yeah. I'm just playing, y'all. I'm just having fun. But Brian said, yeah, I got a woman. Let me read her. Let me read her. Let me read her. Eye to eye. Let me read this woman. Yeah, he checking her out. And then he looked at he looked at the attorney. This boy right here. Yeah, he's a lot better, since he came in the courtroom the last time. He's much obliged. He much obliged than he was the first time. He more looked like a little relaxed. I don't know, whatever he was on. Yeah, whatever was going on. But y'all, we not gonna talk about him, and we ain't gonna dog him out. But right now, we're going to say the alleged murderer. We're gonna say that Brian is the alleged murderer. They keep changing accused murderer. I'm gonna say the alleged murderer because I don't know. And today in court, I read Brian a little different. I read him a little different than I did the last time. I feel I'm glad he's calmed down. But if I'm not sure, I thought he mentioned something about his parents deceased. And then they said, is that right? And then I was like, I don't know, but I'm about to put it on that part when I thought the
It alleges that the defendant, Bryan C. Kohberger, on or about November 13th of 2022 in Lake County, state of Idaho, did willfully, unlawfully, deliberately, with premeditation, and with malice aforethought, kill and murder Haley Gonsalves, a human being, by stabbing Haley Gonsalves, who died. In violation of Idaho Code 18-4001, 4002, 4003, 4004. Again, the maximum penalty for that offense, if you plead guilty or are found guilty, is death and/or imprisonment for life.
I wanted to see. Look how his eyebrows go up with Brian. When she speaks of Kaylee, the eyebrows goes up. I wish the cameraman would have just kept it on him when she was talking about Kaylee. Now he looked down. I wonder what he thinking since she brought up Kaylee. Let me rewind this on Kaylee again while she talking about Kaylee. I want to see his reaction.
Kill and murder Haley Gonsalves, a human being, by stabbing Haley Gonsalves, from which she died. In violation of Idaho Code
I wish he had to put it on him.
4002, 4003, 4004.
every time. Now he said yes. Listen. Y'all got to pay attention to everything. Now he said yes. She said, "You understand?" He said yes, not yes, Your Honor. He said yes, and he stayed looking down. That's why he talk. While he talking about Katie. Now let's see his impression when she speak of medicine. Okay, he said yes, but not yes, Your Honor. And he kept his eyes down. I wish the cameraman would. Okay, sorry about that, y'all. Let's go to while the judge is reading medicine. I wish the cameraman would put it on him when she reads medicine because I think he had a crush on medicine for some reason. But let's hope that the cameraman put it on it on Bryan so I can see his impression.
Alleges that the defendant, Bryan C. Kohberger, on or about November 13th of 2022 in Lake County, Idaho, did willfully, unlawfully, deliberately, with premeditation, and with malice aforethought, kill and murder Xana Kernodle, a human being, by stabbing Xana Kernodle, from which she died, in violation of Idaho Code 18-4001, 4002, 4003, and 4004. Again, the maximum penalty for that offense, if you plead guilty or are found guilty, is up to death and/or imprisonment for life. Do you understand?
Yes.
Count 5.
So he now when she spoke of Xana, he don't seem like he kind of relaxed with Xana. He's soft for on Xana. Let's see how he react on medicine. I hope I can.
Alleges that you committed the felony offense of murder in the first degree. It alleges that the defendant, Bryan C. Kohberger, on or about November 13th of 2022, in Lake County, state of Idaho, did willfully, unlawfully, deliberately, with premeditation, and with malice aforethought, kill and murder Ethan Chapin, a human being, by stabbing Ethan Chapin, from which he died, in violation of Idaho Codes 18-4001, 4002, 4003, and 4004. And again, the maximum penalty for this offense, if you plead guilty or are found guilty, is up to death and imprisonment for life. Do you understand?
Yes.
And Mr. Kohberger, would you like to represent yourself?
Hold up. Let me see medicine. Let me go back, y'all. I ain't get medicine. Hold on.
Do you understand?
Yes.
Hold up. I want to hear medicine.
In Lake County, state of Idaho, did willfully, unlawfully, deliberately, with premeditation, and with malice aforethought, kill and murder Madison Mogan, a human being, by stabbing Madison Mogan, from which she died, in violation of Idaho Code 18-4001, 4002,
Let me see.
4003, and 4004. The maximum penalty for this offense, if you were to plead guilty or be found guilty, is death or imprisonment for life. Do you understand?
Yes.
Count 3.
I mean, I'm trying to hear the. I'm trying to see do I get a different body language? Everything was a soft toned voice. Yes. I mean, I was trying to look for the different impression, y'all. When when the judge, you know how you say, yes, Your Honor. Yes. Everything like, yes. Maybe me. Everything like, yes. Yes. I mean, it's not, yes, Your Honor. I don't know, y'all. I don't know. I'm trying to read. Make I can't. I want to keep an eye on this, so I will be coming in the evening time. Doing this, but when the judge mentioned death, Brian had a different look on his face when she mentioned death. Let me put it on one. Let me go to this one right here.
Count 4 alleges that you committed the felony offense of murder in the first degree. It alleges that the defendant, C. Kohberger, on or about November 13th of 2022 in Lake County, Idaho, did willfully, unlawfully, deliberately, with premeditation, and with malice aforethought, kill and murder Xana Kernodle, a human being, by stabbing Xana Kernodle, from which she died, in violation of Idaho Code 18-4001, 4002.
Y'all, you know what? This case right here. Let it go and play.
4003 and 4004. Again, the max.
I wanna he looking when she mentioned Zina. You see how he looking when she mentioned Zina? He's concentrating on Zina. See, he probably didn't allegedly caused all of them. He could have. He could have. But I don't know if he's thinking about each person, what happened. I don't know where Brian mind at right now. Um, Brian has an public defender. I thought maybe Brian we don't have some money, some money. I don't know why I thought he just looked like. I wonder other do the families, either of the families, rich family, like got money because he got a defender, a public defender, and for to have a case like this, a big court case been accused or something like this, it seems like he should have an attorney. So I want to know, is the family going through something? Is the family going through something and Brian has to do stuff to try to make money? I don't know. I'm just saying, because it just seemed like, the families are allegedly kind of poor. Even Maddie, uh, see, Madison allegedly, what did they say about Madison? That she, I think she got, I gotta go back and find out. Y'all, it's another thing I wanted to ask also. How much are they rent? How much, I'm just curious how much the rent, did they need money, what they do for money, what they, is the, everything paid up. I'm just curious about that because they don't seem happy. It seemed like everybody on drugs. Brian spaced out. The girls who's on the street walking, everybody in and out the house. It's like a dysfunctional family things going on here, and they young and they doing what they like the kids stressed out. Have y'all understand what I'm saying? It seems more like the younger people in this situation is more stressed out than the family, to me. But they's talking about Zana now, and he's looking at another angle. He's spacing out again. I wonder, is Brian going to be mentally incompetent staying mentally in this case like this, competent, because I don't know. It seems like he's gonna space out. You know what I mean? Like he allegedly might space out in the court case, in the hearing. I don't know. I'm trying to read this dude.
Maximum penalty for that offense, if you plead guilty or found guilty, is up to death and/or imprisonment for life. Do you understand?
Yes.
It just seemed like he don't care. Or do he know what he's doing? Do he know what's going to happen? Is he tired? What is it? you know, what is it? Most young people want to party, not kill people. You know what I mean? But he might. We don't not sure if he did it. Now we said alleged murderer. We said alleged because we don't know. He's a alleged murderer. He's too comfortable, and to say all of that time, the state got to pay that lady right there. Somebody else got to pay her. Bryan ain't got no money to pay her. And when they asked him was he going to represent himself, I want to hear what he said right there. That's the part I want to hear. But I want to go to the part where the guy said that his mom died, his family did. I don't know what he said. Let me see. Hold up. Let me put it on this right here. This. Okay, Marshall, y'all. Marshall. Yeah, I want to hear the part. Hold on, yeah. Cute little boy right there. Hold on.
And Mr. Thompson.
The state's position is that Kohberger is not qualified, it's not entitled to bond, charges, as is noted on the arrest term itself. Item 19-816-19-2902 does specify that given the petition that the state is no rent bail, defendant was arrested on 3,000 miles away across the country. We're examining it and asking to remain in custody.
At this point in time, pursuant to Idaho Criminal Law 46B and Idaho Code 19-816 and 2903, I am going to leave the bail set in this case as no bail at this point in time.
Okay, and the judge just mentioned that Bryan don't have a bail. That means that he have to stay in there until the next court date, I guess, on the 12th this month, allegedly. But I put it back right here because I wanted to hear what did I need to put it on closed caption. Let me see. Because when she mentioned something, when the attorney mentioned something about, I thought he said that Bryan, both parents were deceased, and I was curious about the dude in the car with him, but she probably didn't say that. That's why I put this here.
Until I have additional and further information at a later date and time. So with that, then Mr. Kohberger, you will be remanded to custody and remain in custody on the no bail pending further proceedings in this matter. Is there anything further in the case then for today, Mr. Thompson?
Commissioner, the state was asking for the contact orders for various family members and also providing roommates that spoke briefly with
Wait. Hold up, y'all. Let me go back. There you go, right there. I'm looking at the catcher, y'all. He said the state who deceased. Hold up, y'all. Okay, hold up. I'm gonna stop it.
For today, Mr. Thompson?
Commissioner, the state was asking for the contact orders
Okay, the state is asking for no contact orders.
for various family members.
Various family members of the deceased. Oh, that's what he said. Okay. All right. Okay. I'm glad I put that right there because I could not hear what this young man said. Okay, the family of the deceased. Okay. All right. Y'all, I had to put it back right there because I was trying to say, what did he say? And another thing I wanted to hear, well, since I took it back, I wanted to hear what were they talking about when I wanted to hear what Bryan said when the judge asked him did he need an attorney? So I'm gonna write it right here. I'm gonna put it right the name individual Dalen. Okay, and Bethany Funk. Okay, these are the people that he can't be around. The names that they don't want him around is
Individual of Dylan Mortensen.
Dylan. Y'all remember Dylan? Okay,
Bethany Funk.
Bethany. He can't be around these people.
As well as the family members and Mr. Chapin.
And then their family
Family
members.
members of Ms. Pernodal.
Chapin, Miss Canuna.
Mr. and Ms. Laramie.
Lorraine.
Mr. Mogan, Ms. Cheeley. And then
That was the family of the girls in Ethan.
number of members of the Gonsalves family. Those specific names will certainly be provided to you, Mr. Kohberger, by way of being provided notice of these documents and get a copy of these no contract orders. What you do need to be advised of and what would be in this no contract order is you are prohibited from having any contact with them whatsoever. You cannot contact them through third person in writing or by any electronic.
He can't contact them electronic writing or nothing. He can't social media or anything.
Cannot Facebook, cannot Snapchat, Twitter, Instagram, use the phone to communicate
Reddit.
or otherwise any form of communication in direct or indirectly with them. You cannot engage in any conduct that would harass, stalk, threaten, use, attempt to use, or threaten to use any physical force or violence upon them, or place them in reasonable fear of bodily injury. Cannot go within or knowingly remain within 300 feet of their person or their home, workplace, or any other place where they might be. There are no exceptions to these orders, and if you do violate these orders, it is a new misdemeanor offense. It is punishable by up to a year in jail and or a $1,000 fine or hold. At this point in time, due to being in the magistrate's division here,
Due to being in the magistrate division here.
at this juncture, I am going to issue the no contact orders for a period of 2 years, and then if it needs to be modified or changed by additional judge, it can be done so at that time. Anything further, Mr. Thompson? Anything further, Ms. Taylor? All right, thank you. We are adjourned.
Nah, I wanted to hear her when she asked him. Hold up. Bryan staring off again, y'all. Bryan staring off again. I want to ask when she said did he wanted to represent himself. Hold up, y'all. Set the color, the speeding. Oh, they brought up that speeding, y'all. Let me see. It got, I will appoint Miss Taylor to represent you in this case. And I want to see what they said about that speeding.
Ms. Taylor, have you had an opportunity to speak with Mr. Kohberger about speedy preliminary hearing and setting
Oh, this speeding preliminary hearing. Okay.
this matter?
Your Honor, I have, we would ask the court to set the status hearing in a week or two to make a final determination.
And Mr. Thompson, Ms. Jennings, are you in agreement with that?
That sounds safe.
Let's agree. Okay.
I will go ahead and set this matter for a status hearing then on the calendar on January 12th at 10 o'clock a.m. We will make sure notice is sent, and then
Well, she said, I would like to have support instead of setting a bond. Oh, see, she gonna need she. I know that right, lady. That lady said she would like to have support instead of setting a bond. Let me see why she said that.
Mr. Kohberger right now is on a no bond hold, but it's a limited request as I don't
It's a
have
limited
enough
request as
information.
I don't have enough information. Brian, you got to get her some information. She ain't got enough information. Oh my gosh. We are new to the case. We haven't reviewed. Oh, wow. Boy. They don't want the bond, y'all. They need some support with this case right here. And she said that they don't have enough information. He don't kill 4 people. They ain't got enough information. Well, you better get to talking to your clients.
Very much in the way of
Very much. We haven't reviewed very much because y'all ain't got any.
information about the case, and we are just work on the case.
Brian,
Would want to work.
you got to talk to her, Brian. You got to tell her something. But we will, Brian, you the one got to talk.
No, but I will
Want the
talk to
court to know that the Kohberger has a good family.
And Mr. Thompson.
So the state's position is Mr. Kohberger is not qualified, it's not entitled to bond with the state charges, as is noted on the rest of the set.
I want to hear what he say.
At a 19-816-19-29 of the code specify that given the petition fails to the state's deserve bail, then it was arrested on 3,000 miles away.
Feds arrested 3,000 miles away across the country. What?
Where it's at, yes.
Where his family is.
At this point in time, pursuant to Idaho Criminal Law 46B and Idaho Code 19-816 and 2903, I am going to leave the bail set of this case as no bail at this point.
Okay, y'all, I'm not gonna, he got a no bail. So I just wanted to go through and hear a couple of things. I wanted to hear her, I wanted to hear what Brian said when asked him did he want to represent himself, but I can't find that part.
Time until I have additional and further information at a later date and time. So with that, then Mr. Kohberger, you will be remanded to custody and remain in custody on the no bail pending further proceedings in this matter. Is there anything further in the case then for today, Mr. Thompson?
Commissioner, the state was asking for the contact orders.
Okay. That's it, y'all. Y'all like, share, and subscribe, and y'all tell me what y'all think. You got a no bail until the next court date on January 3rd, on January the 12th at 10 o'clock a.m. This your girl, the real deal, Anita Gill. Thanks for watching. I'm out.